I would first request Shri Vivek Jaiswal, our keynote speaker, to please share a few words. He is Indian Highways Management Company Limited COO, and he has taken out time today, joined us here. It is indeed a matter of immense pride for us, ladies and gentlemen. As I request him to share a few words, let's give him an applause and let's request him to please say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A very good morning to all the gentlemen. Let me tell you, and I'll take this session from the challenges what Mr. Sinha has told. Basically, the electric vehicle charging to be addressed in different aspects. The very first thing, see, what is the challenges that we are facing? The lack of robust charging stations or चार्जिंग नेटवर्क. जब हम किसी भी हाईवे पे निकलते हैं तो निकलने के बाद हमारे मन में ये विचार आता है कि हम कहाँ चार्जिंग स्टेशंस हैं, कहीं अगर हमको कोई परेशानी की बात है या कहीं हम रुकते हैं तो हमारी गाड़ी ईजिली चार्ज हो जाए. So this is what charging network, we have to develop a charging network. Similarly, the fear of running out of the battery, this is the same thing we have to cater. So all this thing, what when we build electric highways, let us not think of this what Germany model has said by Mr. Sinha. We will have overhead electric cables and then we will charge it by its connection. But let us, in the first phase, let us have a charging stations or charging hubs on our highways and let the vehicle come on the highways. Let the density of vehicle increase, isn't it? Now, to bring this or to increase the density of vehicle on the highways, we need to build a confidence among the drivers or this fleet owners that the charging stations are there, charging hubs are there. So what this IHMCL, IHMCL is an Indian Highway Management Company under the National Highway Authority of India, and all the roads that has been developed by National Highway is being managed by this IHMCL for the toll collection and this management of the toll collection, operation and all those things. Here, this charging stations is also being planned by us. What we are planning, as we Mr. Sinha has told, there are a lot of things that land has to be arranged, VUP has to be arranged, and this electric power. So all this thing has been addressed by a bidding document which IHMCL is going to publish. Now, let me tell you, IHMCL has find out and identified the land parcels, and these land parcels are generally, if you see from the NH4 and the stretches what we have identified. See, let me tell you, about 2200 kilometers of 9 stretches has been identified for 40 hubs and 110 charging stations. For that, this bidding document will come in the near future, where this NHEV or IHMCL will provide the land, will provide the electricity. Only the vendor has to come and he has to operate, maintain, and other the mini nest and this other facilities on this charging stations. So
we were very fearful that land is something which we cannot get into and the power is something which is very difficult to get. So thank you so much, sir.
See, the power can be taken up from the electricity boards and also from the solar power. What we have the land on the along the national highways, from there we can put this solar power network. So from that the energy will be generated and supplied to these charging stations. So electricity and land. And where are those land? As you have told, see, you have seen a lot of wayside amenities are being developed. And also, when this tolling system is going to this one change and modify to the GNSS system, where these barriers will not be there and hassle-free movement is there, then our toll plaza will become useless. So that toll plaza locations will also be in the later stage, say after 5 to 10 years, that toll plaza will also be used as a charging stations. Presently, we have find those land parcels in our wayside amenities and this clover leaves. You must have seen these clover leaves, and the land which is in between that clover leaves, that is the land available. Then all the intersections. See, these charging stations we will develop. We are trying to develop near the intersection so that the maximum the accessibility can be ensured. So under the bridge, under the flyover, whatever the this one spans we are available other than 3 spans, that will also be utilized for this charging stations, and its accessibility will always be there. So these are the locations where we are planning for these 40 hubs and 110 charging stations on this 2200 kilometers of stretch. So, and on that, our this bidding document is coming particularly for this. You can say 22 kilowatt to 50 kilowatt, and then the hubs will be around 50 kilowatt to 200 kilowatt. This is what we are planning, and all this information has already been given in the Niti Aayog brochures handbook that can be seen. And after bidding this document, the vendor will come, we will provide the land. Land is already available because the road has already been constructed. Electricity connection will be there. Now vendor will come, he will set up this complete charging station. This charging station or charging hubs, as per the requirement of parked, that space of National Highway Authority of India will be used as a charging stations. Similarly, in the other locations also, in Chhindwara, in Nagpur, in even Bangalore, in the Atibale section, from Silkboard to Atibale section, there are lot of this viaducts and flyovers are there. That busiest land can be used for these stations. So after doing all this thing, it will be set up and it will be in place. Then we will also developing the information for the road user. There is a Rajmarg Yatra app. On that app, we will made available the information of toilets. We will made available the information of charging stations. Ki from your location, you are this much kilometer away from the next charging stations. Or if anybody want to book the slot, because in the starting we will have a very less slots. So if he started from say Bhopal to Nagpur in the morning 6 o'clock, then at 12 o'clock he will reach there in Nagpur. There he can put his vehicle on the charging point, and accordingly he can have his other works also. So this is what we are planning in our this complete system of uh, charging stations to be provided on the highways. So this is the you can say the preliminary roadmap of developing the electric highways for the country. So this is what just I want to share all this information, and also I let you know कि when we will bid this uh, charging point stations, then also the lot of equipments will be required. I don't know what is the status of the availability of the equipments in India, particularly for the range of 50 kilowatt to 200 kilowatt, and then 20 kilowatt to 50 kilowatt. So 22 to 50 kilowatt will be generally the 110 this charging stations will be there, and then 50 to 200 they will be the hubs, the bigger space. And also in our wayside amenities, the ample space is there. There also we can proceed with this. And this our Rajmatra, I have already told about this Rajmarg Yatra app. And now the thing is this key, after getting this land, electricity and vendor operation and maintenance, everything, what will be the charging model? What will be the basic thing? So we will invite the bid on the revenue sharing model. This is what NHEV is planning. It is under approval, and that will be shared further, and it can be seen in the bidding document, or if anything comes in the pre-bid meeting, then we will further modify that also. So this is what I want to share with you. Thank you very much. If anybody has question or anything, they can please
Sir,
proceed
I'm
with.
sure many people would have many appreciations and also a couple of questions, but
Thank you.
I'll just take 1 minute and one question from you. Is right now, when we look at the tolling of highways, how does IHMCL operates right now? Because we wish to understand from that point of view We tomorrow, when we are going to hand over these station to PSU, we remain as the operator of the station. But operator of the station and the highway operator, they both have to work together to be and to provide a seamless connectivity. So how does it operate right now?
See, tolling and charging stations both are different, isn't it? So the tolling the system is कि when a vehicle moves, it is being collected for a particular stretch of 60 kilometers or 58 kilometers or even 25 kilometers. That rate is fixed about 1.75 1 rupees 75 paisa per kilometer, depending upon this uh, tunnel or overbridge or this our bridges, and bridges more than 60 meters, and even these flyovers or viaducts and flyovers and all these things will have the 10 times the 1.75 tunnels also. So depending upon this, we decide the rate of that stretch or the amount of that stretch based on these rates. So that toll plaza will collect the amount for that stretch, and it is fixed all over the India. So this amount is collected at the toll plaza, and this previously it was being collected in the form of cash, but thereafter IHMCL has facilitated with the FASTag, and this complete tolling is being collected through the FASTag, and now we are proceeding with this GNSS system based on, as our honorable minister has said, ki pay as much you have traveled. So that is also going to come, and we will charge. We are placing this GNSS system so that the tolling can also be done for the distance what you have traveled. This is what we are going to do, and as you have told this about tolling, it's a very
And
simple.
sir, if we look at once tolling or the GNS system pilot is approved, one person who is traveling from Delhi to Agra or Delhi to Jaipur, then all these stretches which we have mentioned, it is also, we are also going, our technical operators and network operator are also going to geofence the highway. So a lot of installation might be required on the gantry and some cameras or high speed readers. So how does a tech company who has to work on highway to make the traffic rules or violations, lane changing and many things, how does it, though they all work together? IHMCL has been very, very instrumental in the implementation of FASTag. We have Mr. Akhilesh Srivastava in our knowledge group. He has been CEO before, and we heard the journey, the stories, how FASTag was very difficult to implement in the beginning, but now it is very fine. It's working very well. Now, when we are going to remove this, then there would not be any control on the highway for stopping people. Almost there has to be a very good vigilant on the violators who are violating, or somebody hits someone. So right now we can hold them at the toll plaza. But if we are removing all this toll, lot of installation for the surveillance tech would be required, which is also giving us some intelligence about the vehicle, because we are promising 30-minute backup if you shut down on highway with electric vehicle. So what we do is we take a small data pack from the vehicle BMS, battery management system. We throw it on the receiver, and receiver gives us an insight that this vehicle, which has just passed your station few seconds before, has this battery capability. It may reach to next station, it may not reach to next station. So that information is dependent on the couple of roadside, installation and couple of OBUs which we are going to use the way GNS pilot is going to happen. So it's a two SIM device which has primary and secondary SIM. It has also BMS router, then reflecting on the. So for all these technologies, IHMCL has been pioneer. Anything you would like to speak about how this technical integration will work in future? Not only limited to project, but anyway.
Very beautifully said, sir. See, this complete intelligent transport system is in going to come in a few years. Let me tell you, key validation of the vehicle. There are a lot of challenges are there. This what you are telling me. This people will violate the rules and all those things. But let us think in the first phase, nobody will violate. Let us proceed and place the system. Then we will develop the this mitigation measures to this one to see the violators. But that has also been planned. Let me tell you, ki this complete we at present the toll is being collected through the FASTag. It will continue. GNSS system will come as an alternative method for the road users. They can use this GNSS system. This one take the free flow lanes, and after that, that vehicle is being monitored by the ANPR, ऑटोमेटिक नंबर प्लेट रिकॉग्निशन सिस्टम से उसको भी हम देखेंगे, और अकॉर्डिंगली अगर रडार से उसका जो मूवमेंट है और RFID जो हमारा सिस्टम है उससे हम उसको ट्रैक मतलब उसका देख लेंगे कि कहाँ से पास हुआ है, अकॉर्डिंगली उसकी टोलिंग भी हो सकती है। तो ANPR से वैलिडेशन होगा, GNSS से भी होगा, और टोलिंग के साथ साथ जो आपने बताया है कि रोड सेफ्टी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू वो किस स्पीड से चल रहा है, दिस ATMS एडवांस ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम ये भी एक पार्ट है जिसको कि इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं। तो डिफरेंट सेगमेंट्स जो हैं, ATMS हो गया, ANPR हो गया, देन आपका चार्जिंग स्टेशंस हो गए, फिर टोलिंग थ्रू द फास्टैग हो गया, ये सारी चीज़ें क्लब होके आपको मतलब सारी चीज़ प्लान कर रहे हैं, और ये सारी चीज़ मिलेगी हम सभी लोगों को। इसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की जहाँ तक बात है कि लॉट ऑफ this specification has been framed. That specification will also that is being implemented also. You can see this ATMS part, toll management system, this VMS, you can see the cameras also. All these things are going on, and it's further AI based system will also come, like detection of the speed, not from the point of view of the chalaning. Let us inform the road user or the driver that your driving speed is 80 or 81. If the design speed is 80, he will be informed with the red light that you are driving on 81, and when he is driving on 79, it will be a green ki you are safe, you are moving on the right speed. This AI will be done. Then similarly, this overtaking from the wrong locations, that will also be monitored through the camera. See, on the road you have this broken lines and the firm lines, white strips. So the firm lines are there where we will not overtake, and from the broken line we can overtake. So this camera will capture and will inform to the this authorities ki what action we have to take, whether we have to go for challan or whether we have to inform him. So but we are basically proceeding to inform the road user and to keep him in the rules and regulation. This is what our motto is. So in this way, and also there are certain stretches where you can see the dead animals are there, so that fallen object or dead animals will also be taken care of and will be informed to road users. Now the thing is this ki how this will be available. See, our this app, you do not to do this OBU or this various equipments required for to know that where this vehicle has been passed and its battery status is like this. See, on the app you will have the charging stations, location of charging stations. You can see your distance from that charging station, and these charging stations will not be more than 10 kilometers, I suppose, at the frequent interval. You can see, because we have to develop a network, not only the charging points. That network will be available on the Rajmarg Yatra app. From that he can assess ki how long he can go, and he can even book his slot for the charging. So all this facility will be available on the Rajmarg Yatra app. It is already there, and you can see this. But this charging stations facilities and this thing has not been added so far. It will come after the bidding and after placing this system. Right, sir?
Thank you so much, sir. One last question. I'm just being intruder, but when we look at roadside assistance, right now, it is the way how we deliver roadside assistance in terms of accident and in terms of ambulance or any technical development on a tolled highway. That is what we want to do.
See, all the toll plazas are equipped with the crane, 30-ton crane, one patrolling vehicle, and an ambulance. These facilities already there, and also this, if any road user met with an incident, then he can inform on 1033, and this information through 1033 will reach to this ambulances and patrolling vehicle. Also this Rajmarg Yatra app, from that you can easily take a pic, upload it, or any video clipping of about 2 seconds, that can also be uploaded, so that this authority can appreciate those incident, and they can take further action. So this is already there, and we are very much in place to improve it. Anything?
Sir, I have a question. So you're talking about these 110 charging stations, and they would be 10 kilometers apart from each other.
No, 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 no. These will be generally the WSS, wayside amenities. What we have planned, the clover leaves you have seen on the national highways. When you go from Faridabad onwards to Gwalior, so on that stage, we are planning on the national highways, not on this small network. If we go from Delhi to Bangalore, that is Delhi to Jaipur, all these stretches we are planning. So it will not be a 10-kilometer, but we are planning to provide this network to the spacing of about 10 kilometers in the future. At present, we will start this bidding. Because if we plan every 10 kilometers, then from where this whole infrastructure will come? Who will supply the equipments? Who will supply the charging points? Where is the electricity? So all these things are there. Let us proceed with intersection and flyovers.
And sir, how do you
110 in
take-
the beginning.
Hmm?
110
110
station.
10 are the charging stations what we have planned for this bidding.
Okay.
It will increase to say about 5,000. It
Sir,
will
how do you
increase.
see like competition from the private companies that are also building their charging stations along the highway? Or
See, my point of view is to generate the employment. This, the small people or the young generation or any startups, they can think of it. Just what we are planning, with the deposit of say 5 lakh rupees, with the land this, and the vendor who will provide this charging stations, they will tie up and operate this charging stations. This is what we are thinking.
So one small question, sir. This charging stations are going to be developed, and more EVs are going to come, whether it's a two-wheeler, three-wheeler cars or trucks or the buses and all. Now, have we done some kind of a study to calculate that with existing power capacity that India has? Because
No.
that is basically being generated through coal as of now. Because solar, we have views, we have plans, it will take some time. Will the grid be able to sustain this kind of power?
सर अभी ये बात है ही नहीं. अभी तो इन व्हीकल्स को लाने के लिए हमको पहले अपना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तो लाना है कुछ. व्हीकल कब आएगा? जब रोड चाहिए, रोड होगी. Isn't it? तो अभी हमने ये चीज सोची नहीं कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कम पड़ जाएगी या ज्यादा पड़ जाएगी. लेकिन एक चीज जरूर है, इलेक्ट्रिक हाईवेज को प्लान करने के लिए हमको 4 mm थिक कॉपर प्लेट की आवश्यकता पड़ती है, जो कि इंडक्शन से या फिर उसका जो पीछे टेल एंड से चार्जिंग होती है, और उसके लिए लेन डिसिप्लिन भी चाहिए होता है. उसके लिए आपका जो क्रस्ट है वो भी डैमेज होगा, उसको रिकंस्ट्रक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो देयर आर मेनी चैलेंजेस इन द इलेक्ट्रिक हाईवेज. और ओवरहेड हमको केबल से उसको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी देनी पड़ेगी. वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के लिए व्हीकल के अंदर आपका वो बूम ऊपर हो जाना चाहिए. ये सारी चीजें अभी चैलेंजेस हैं उसमें. तो हमने वहां के लिए नहीं सोचा है. ये जरूर लगता है कि इतना बड़ा कॉपर, इतनी भारी मात्रा में कॉपर कहाँ से आएगा. ये इसीलिए उससे बेटर है कि इवन देखिए कुछ दिनों के बाद ये भी बात है कि जो आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है, सबसे बड़ी बात आने वाली है कि जब हम बैटरी ऑपरेटेड ये सब करेंगे, व्हीकल करेंगे, तो बैटरीज कितनी ज्यादा आज से 10 साल बाद कितनी ज्यादा बैटरीज आ जाएगी, लाइक पॉलीथीन बैटरीज हो जाएंगी. ये भी एक बात है. तो पॉलीथीन के लिए जैसे आज हम परेशान हो रहे हैं, ऐसे ही उस समय बैटरी के डिस्पोजल के लिए परेशान होंगे. तो अभी आपने जो बात मुझसे पूछी है कि कितना कोल है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कितनी है, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी विल बी प्रोवाइडेड बाय द नेशनल हाईवे अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया बाय द सोलर यूनिट्स, दैट कैन आल्सो बी फेच, दैट कैन आल्सो बी यूज्ड। एंड लेट अस प्रोसीड कि कितना आता है, अभी थोड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तो डेवलप करें एटलीस्ट फॉर द बसेस, फॉर द पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट। सिर्फ कार के लिए नहीं, कार तो देखिए एक लग्जरी है, लेकिन जो बसेस हैं, 50 सीटर्स बसेस हैं, उन बसेस के लिए जो पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट है उसको हम प्रमोट करें, उससे जाए, जिससे इससे क्या होगा कि रोड पे ट्रैफिक भी कम होगा, एक्सीडेंट भी कम होंगे।
Sir, in interest of time, we would not be able to take questions. We have two presentations pending, and our chair has also came from the next session. Sir,
Sir,
thank you so much for your time,
thank
for
you, sir.
the knowledge and the intelligence you have received.